Now, I'm not sure if you saw me sit down before I turned on the title. Whatever. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the James Raiz Virtual Studio. And what is the Virtual Studio? It's pretty much your chance to work along with me. Okay, so not only are you, if you want, you can just sit down and watch me draw. That's all fine and good. But I always wanted, whenever I do a live stream, for you guys to come and do work on your own. Okay, because a lot of you are artists. A lot of you who watch me are artists. You want to have a career in art, or you want a career in YouTube, or you want to be an influencer, or you want to work for Marvel Comics or DC Comics, or you want to be a concept artist, whatever. Let's take these 3-4 hours that you're with me, and why don't you work on something of your own? And that's all what I always say whenever you're working for me. So that's what the studio is, okay? So if you want, you could just sit down and watch me make my creation, or you could just put me on the background as white noise, and you go ahead and make something of your own. That's what this virtual studio is. Draw with me every single day. So let's just take a quick look at the chat here, saying hello to all my friends. First of all, before I say hi, 2 people I want to shout out today who actually tweeted me. I didn't actually contact you back, but I have made you moderators already. Jibabi Art, and my boy Speedscape, who's been with me. Speedscape's been with me since the beginning, right? So both of you are now officially moderators in the chat. So feel free, if anyone's spamming, feel free to time them out. Okay, give them a chance to time them out. If they keep doing it, then we can ban them, okay? So a little big shout out to everybody here. Just taking a quick look here. SB, Stevie Roder, Clip Fanny, I can't pronounce that. Art Boy wants a shout out. There you go. Art Boy's working on Thanos. There you go. John Spartan. Let me just slow this down a little bit. Our MS Titanic. Gabby Plays. How are you? Thank you very much. Aryaman Singh. Shout out. There you go. You're welcome, Jawabi. You're welcome. There you go. SBs is from the Philippines. Pinoy Power. There you go. Fazili Art. There you go. How you doing? Speedscape, my boy. How you doing, buddy? Mr. Sir. I like that name, Mr. Sir. It's very on the nose there. That name, Mr. Sir. Robot Apple. First time on live. There you go. Ryan Nugent. There you go. That is you. Shout out for Scratimus Prime? Scratimus, there you go. Pesky Bird wants me to draw myself. I don't feel like I'm drawing myself. Though somebody did draw me. I forgot who it was, forgive me. Someone drew me in 10 different styles yesterday, and I thought that was pretty fun. I retweeted it on my Twitter, so if you guys want to check that out. I have, let's see here. Earned a new subscriber. Thank you, Geek Out Entertainment. Thank you very much. Aryaman says, let's go, let's draw. Well, I need a few minutes. I always need to take a few minutes just to see who's in the chat, just to say hi. Nguyen says, first time seeing this. Florissa says, nice drawing. Okay, well, thank you. I'm glad you like my drawings. Okay, Random Ben wants a shout out. Gurpreet wants a shout out. Draw me, Anthony says. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to take a quick look at the chat once in a while, just to say hi and everything. So let me quickly just tell you what we're going to do today. You guys voted. I put a poll out on Twitter and on YouTube, and pretty much both. You guys wanted me to do a character fusion. Okay, so I thought what would be fun. One thing I wanted to do today, as you can see, Mr. Iron Man down there. I thought it would be fun because it is the 1-year anniversary since Endgame came out. You guys saw Endgame? I'm sure you all saw Endgame more than once. And my question is, how many times have you seen Endgame in the theater? I would love to know. Okay, if any of you want to say how much you've seen Endgame in the theater. So I thought today what we were going to draw. What I'm going to do is design for you. And for me, just because it's fun, now I've done all of the MCU characters together as one before. Okay, so I've done that. It was called Mashing Up the Avengers. So I took I took 13 characters, mashed them up into one. But today I thought, instead of 13, I'm going to take the big three. Let's take the big three. So I'm going to take Iron Man, from Endgame, all from Endgame. Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America, and mashed them together into one. But not only that, this is going to be a two-parter. Tomorrow, for tomorrow's stream, I'm going to have them fighting somebody. Okay, so as you can see the big paper here, I'm going to draw this new mashed up character, and they're going to be facing someone here. And tomorrow I'm going to draw the other side. I won't tell you guys who that is yet on the other side. So, but not only today, if we have time, okay, if we have time today, so I plan on, it's around 4:06 right now, I'm planning on doing some quick sketches here, just to kind of get the feel of how I want to design this character. So till about 4:30, and then maybe I'll take about an hour and a half to actually draw it, and then we're actually going to switch. I'm going to go to the digital side. We're going to scan this in, go digital, and at the very least I'm going to flat it, okay? But the plan is to actually color it today. It's going to be color it today, so that is one thing we want to do today. So that's a whole bunch of stuff we want to get done today. So these streams, I want them to last out, like, to be honest, I'd like to finish around 7, but 7 a.m. right now it's 4:06 a.m. my time. But you know, if we go a little bit longer, that's fine. Up to 8 o'clock, because usually the family wakes up around 8 o'clock. So that's another reason why we're doing this early. I know some of you are on the West Coast, maybe you're up a little bit late, and you're like, why are you streaming at 1 a.m. West Coast time? Those in the East Coast, they got no shot. Nobody's waking up at 4 a.m. unless you're already awake and want to stay up with me till 8 a.m., okay? But that is the only reason I'm doing it at this time, because this time kids are sleeping, my wife's sleeping, because if I stream during the day on East Coast time, which a lot of people are asking, why aren't you streaming during the day? My family's up, and I feel like I'm kind of neglecting them if I'm streaming during the day, because I'm gone for 4. Like, I have a set amount of time, 4 hours, just to kind of stream with you guys, okay? So that's what we're going to be doing today. And look at that, Bobby's already at work. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. There you go. So, why only superheroes, Grimish? Woo! My boy Grimish. Just because it's the anniversary today. So that's what I feel like drawing. Sometimes I'm just going to draw what I feel like drawing, you know? And again, it's whether they get views or not, I don't really care anymore at this point. Because if I cared about views, I wouldn't have done Spawn yesterday. Because I knew Spawn's not going to get the views, right? But I just wanted to do what was a lot of fun. But I saw on Twitter yesterday, everybody was talking about Endgame, and I just wanted to relive some of that, you know? Relive, because that was a lot of fun. I actually, Disney, actually, they gave me tickets to the Canadian premiere. Went to the Canadian premiere to watch Endgame last year. And that was a lot of fun. Though, to be honest, the Canadian premiere for Endgame, the biggest stars there is like a dude from the Bare Naked Ladies, the music group, and Epic Mealtime. That's their version of celebrity here that was able to come up here. Though last year, the year before, for Infinity War. You know, they had Mantis come up here, and I think Okoye came up here as well for the Canadian premiere. So they did a couple of stars last year, but and they actually wanted me to go the year before to Infinity War premiere, but I was actually in the States. I was in the U.S. because I was there for opening night because I had my Infinity War mural over there, right? So there you go. So there you go. Like so, just take a quick look at Lenzo. Shout out. Steve Roeder, any tips on drawing creature anatomy like made up ones? That's always interesting because they're made up. So they have to feel real. Okay, so I would base, at the very least, if you're going to draw a creature, at least base it off some sort of real anatomy, because we need, sorry, I'm just grabbing my pens and stuff. We need, you know, as humans, we need something to reference to. It has to have some sort of familiarity with it for us to buy it. Because if the anatomy is all, you know, crazy, there's something we've never seen before, we have a lack of actually, what's it called? We have a lack of actually believing it, if that makes sense. Okay, so let me just quickly fix a couple things here. Let me just fix my video, because the focus is going in and out. I just make sure that focus doesn't change on us. Okay. And then I just change the other video. Ooh, OBS. I'm going to try that. A lot of people are using Streamlabs nowadays, so I might be looking into that, using Streamlabs as opposed to OBS. That's the program that I'm using. It's called OBS, and it's free. So if you guys want to stream, OBS is free. But a lot of people are using Streamlabs. So and I'm kind of liking how it's looking and how it's feeling, and since I'm not doing like super chats or anything like that, it might be an interesting thing to do. Okay, so you guys are in for a treat today. I'm going both traditional and digital today. What's up with that? What is up with that? What's going on here? Okay, so I'm gonna record on this side. Won't record with the big camera yet. Let's see here. Oh, thank you, Manassi. Says the way you get connected to the viewers is magical. Thank you very much. Thank you, my friend. Okay, so we have Iron Man here. You know what? Let's take both of them here. We got Thor. Oops. Let's take. I'll do that. Let's take Iron Man. Let's go with me. Let's go Iron Man here. Okay, I'm gonna take Iron Man. Let's put Iron Man on this side. And I'm going to also bring Cap. He wants to join the party. Okay, Cap. Cap here. Iron Man and Thor. All right. So let's just do some sketching first here. We're going to just do some sketching here, just to kind of figure out what I want this character to look at. So just quickly do a gesture. If you guys don't know what a gesture is. Kind of like a stick man, right? But it's a way to get the proportions down before actually getting into the character. Okay. By the way, I'm actually good friends with quite a few of the Marvel concept artists, and I might actually do like an interview with them. Here's one thing exclusive for all of you guys. Here, this coming Friday, May 1st, is actually my 7-year anniversary on YouTube. Some of you don't know how long I've been doing this. 7 years on YouTube. So now some of you discern 7 years to get 1 million subscribers. It took me 7 years. Well, to be honest too, my channel didn't blow up until 2018. So 2 years since my channel actually blew up. Because I think when I blew up, I was around at 70,000 subscribers or something like that. Before it really blew up after that. But I plan on doing on Friday, so get ready. On Friday, I actually plan on streaming, and this is the last time I'm going to be doing this for a long time. Because I'm done doing these crazy streams. But Friday, I'm actually going to be streaming for 700 minutes. 700 minutes, okay? 700 minutes. So that's roughly, it really works out to be... It actually works out to be 12 hours. It's pretty much a 12-hour stream. Considering it's not a 24-hour stream, that's a relief to me. So this coming Friday, we're going to start at 3 a.m. and we're going to finish at roughly around 3 p.m. Roughly 3 p.m. in all Eastern time, okay? So, yeah, you can join in the stream, draw something yourself. And like we're going to do every stream, at the end of every stream, I want you guys to tag me on Twitter and stuff, and we'll go through some of what you guys are working on, you know? We'll do that. If you want to join me during the stream, 12-hour stream. Now, what I'm going to draw is the very first video that I did. And for those of you who don't, let me ask the chat, guys. Let me ask the chat. What was the very first video I did on this channel? What was the very first? What was the subject? Let me know. It was when I was 50 pounds lighter. Literally 50 pounds lighter. Literally 50 pounds lighter. Yeah, 11 and a half hours, Steve. Yeah, so it's almost like it's a 12-hour stream, but just for title purposes, we're going to say 700 minutes, okay? 700 minutes for 7 years on YouTube, right? Let's see. I'll just wait for someone. Oh, there you go. There you go. He's the first one. Meme Kiddo Alex. Iron Man 3. Very specific too. There you go. Yash got it too. Amos, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, Amos? There you go. Raise your weight. That's right, Speedscape. So yeah, join it. So because it's Iron Man 3, so what I'm going to be doing is for 12 hours, I'm going to be drawing as many Iron Men as possible, but not the movie ones, okay? My friend Mark Michael, who all of you know, he actually got together for me. He researched over 100 different Iron Man outfits from the comic books, okay? So it's not from what's got. Sorry, I'm just thinking of starting to design already. It's not going to be from the movie. So you're not going to see the Mark 85, or you won't see any of those ones. I've done that already, right? Literally, I've done that already last year. So this one, it's all pure comic books. I'm going to see how many I could get done. Now, no way I'm going to get 100 done, but I'm going to try to get as many done as I can then, right? So as a tribute to the very first video I did, hi Cheryl, hi. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I had to. Someone was swearing, but in a different language, so it didn't pick it up. So I got okay, so that will be a lot of fun. So get ready for the Friday, okay? Friday, and that's what we'll do. So right now, I'm just trying to work out. So I want to keep the star in there. I want to keep. It's got Iron Man's little chest. What's it called? What's that chest thing called again? I forgot. I want to keep that in there. Okay. Also, things that make all things. We got the Thor's buttons. Big buttons. Is that what we call it? Thor's big buttons. Now, we could do some fun things where we could attach them, right? So maybe we could do something where this comes down like this. Yeah, something like that, right? And then down. So I'm just going back and forth. Maybe we could do something where the metal reaches like this. So he's gonna have both. He's gonna probably have both Stormbreaker. He's gonna have Mjolnir, Thor hammer. You have Thor hammer. Fuse both of them? Well, I can have both of them. And he's going to have a broken shield. Let's have him have the broken shield too. Actually, the broken shield's cool because it's going to play into what I'm going to be drawing tomorrow. Okay, so let's do that. Let's see. So something like that, and then maybe I could do those. So like right now, this is just kind of like a rough idea. I'm not going to be inking this. I'm just trying to get like just the idea down, okay? Maybe I could do Iron Man's shoulder thingies, okay? And then, of course, Thor, you need those, the chainmail arms of his, right? And then maybe Iron Man's arms here like this. So maybe something like that. Okay. Now, for the face, guys, maybe we could do like a... Maybe we could do like a half Iron Man. Okay, but with a... So we'll keep like this. We'll do an Iron Man top. Like this. Okay, Iron Man top like that. Just bring this down a little bit on this side. And then we need the A here. So we need the A. So maybe like a half Iron Man helmet. We could do something like that. But we could do like a Thor beard, because that cool beard, that's a cool beard. We could do like a cool beard. So it's like a Iron Man, but and then he's got the cool beard going on. Something like that. Yeah, we got to do the beard there. There you go. And one day I will ask you for a Crow Sting commission. There you go, Grimmish. Woo! What was your original name, Grimmish? I forgot. I'm forgetting what your original name was. Was it what was it before? It was wrestling related though, right? If I'm not mistaken. Hey Grimmish, can I ask you, what do you think about all these empty arena what's called shows that both AEW and WWE is putting on? Love to know your thoughts. Hold on, I'm just gonna blow up the on my side here. Let's do something like this. Then the legs here. Armor needs a cape, right? He needs a cape. You know what I'm missing? What's missing here? What's missing is the Captain America. Maybe we could put a little bit of the Captain America. You know those little chain. Is that chainmail too? Those little bumpy things. Do that in there like that, and then just trying to figure out what else we could put in here. Now I do in terms of the designers of the MCU designers, two guys I'm actually good friends with. Now I never met Ryan Mayendeering, who I think designed all three of these guys, so I never met him. But I'm good friends with two guys, Anthony Francisco, who you guys seen. We call him the father of Baby Groot because he invented Baby Groot, and I might actually have him on this channel sooner than later. I might do an interview with him later on. And another good friend of mine is Andy Park. Andy Park, he's the lead designer for Captain Marvel, Ant-Man. So like the two guys there, Ryan Mayendeering and Andy Park, they're like the two big guys there. So they split up the movies. So they lead their respective movies. So Andy is actually, he designed all the Black Widow outfits. Or he's the lead designer on all the Black Widow outfits. So, maybe something like that. Okay, we'll do something like that. And so I'm hoping to have him on. We'll see. We'll see if I'll be able to get it, but see if Marvel will let him on. But Anthony will come on for sure. We'll see how that goes. So, yeah, Grimace thinks they should take a break after WrestleMania. Yeah, it's kind of weird though. At the same time, I understand why they keep going. It's a money thing. It's always a money thing. So, all right, guys. So let's do this. Okay, so let me just take a quick shot of this. So it's good enough. I just want, it doesn't have to be perfect. This one, I'm not going to ink this thing. It's just a way for me to. So here's a quick sketch on kind of what I wanted to do with this character here. Just enough for me to go on. So let's go ahead and get to the actual drawing. All right. That was for the video, guys. You could watch that later today. So fun for you guys. You haven't seen me digitally color live before, but that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do today. All right, so. Okay, so I'm going to take away. Maybe I'll put Thor up here. Let's put Thor here. On this side. Actually, let's rearrange this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at fancy. Fancy. Just rearranging a little bit. So look at this. Nice decoration there. Okay, so again, we're going to draw this like they're fighting somebody. All right? So that's how I'm going to design drawing this. And tomorrow we're going to draw the B side. We're going to draw the other side. All right? So do Fat Thanos best. All right, so let me just get the other camera going. Sorry. So I'm going to record there. And we can zoom this out now. All right. Huh? Okay, Lucas from the Netherlands. I've never been to the Netherlands. No, Netherlands. The Netherlands. Go to go to the Netherlands. Okay, so let's have some fun here. I'm going to go ahead and start drawing. So he's going to be facing this way, right? So it's always interesting to see how I would actually go about. So am I going to do a thing where his chest is out like this, like out like that, or am I going to hold on? Let me just focus on the main here. Like, chest is out like this, like that, or like that. You know what? Maybe that's something we could sketch out here first. Usually I just go ahead and sketch on the board, but let's go ahead and sketch that out first, actually. Look at it. You usually don't see me sketching a lot, guys, but I'm going to do the sketching process today. Lucky you. So a couple of things we could do. We could do a thing where do something like this. But it's always awkward because their eyesight should be with the other character, whoever that character is. So we could do this, and then you could have a hammer here. And a hammer here, and that way we would have a good shot. Or he could be looking down a little bit like this, and then just make sure his eyes sight is this way. It's like boo, laser beams. So like, what time is it? Am I over time? I'm over time here, guys. I'm over time. I want it to be, well, technically I'm started. That's not bad. Something like that. Because one thing I do want is a full shot. I want a full shot of his body here. So maybe something like that. Now I do want a clear view of his torso here. So he would have the broken sword here like this, but he would also have here. So it actually makes me want to bring his arm down. Maybe bring his arm down a bit. Kanek says he's my biggest fan. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. There you go. So I'm going to bring this down here like this. And then the cape goes like this because he's going this way. He's flying this way. So he'll be holding it. So the arm can go down a little bit. That way we could have a good shot of the shield. Now, part of me wants this to kind of go forward a little bit, so maybe I could do the arm more like this. And we'll have a Stormbreaker up here. So we've got a good shot of the arm there. I should record this process. So I got two cameras going, so that when you guys see the real video later on, so you could actually see what's going on here. Okay, so just try to figure out the pose here and how I want this to look. I do want this eye line of sight to whoever he's fighting on this side. Okay, so and I do want a clear view. I was gonna do a few sketches, but I think I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Now usually I tell you guys whenever you do one. What's called? Whenever you draw one sketch, you know, even though you draw one, you like it, doesn't hurt to do more. And in terms of time, it's gonna hurt to do more. So we're just gonna keep, you know, I'm just gonna take this because I like it. I like it already. So his neck, it's always interesting. It's always interesting when it's a pose like this. It's always interesting to try to get the head right. The head right. Oops, I should record there. Trying to get the head right. That's always an interesting part for me when it's a pose similar to this. Something like that. Broken shield. Stormbreaker. Yeah, I think Stormbreaker needs to be pointed this way. Doesn't make sense that it's up there like that. Okay, so we get the line of sight going that way. So something like that. So we got the paper here. So that's what we're going to be doing today. All right, like that, and then tomorrow we're going to do the adjacent side there. Something like that. Okay, something like that. That's what we're going to do today. And then let me just take this. I'm just going to take a quick video of this. So this is the pose that we came up with here. So a couple things. We want to make sure the line of sight matches whoever we're going to draw on this side. Want to make sure we had clear shots of the hammers here, Nonier, and for a Stormbreaker here, make sure we saw the shield and a really nice clear shot of the design of the outfit there. Okay, but the challenge is always trying to get this head looking right. So let's do that. Look at that, guys. You're looking behind the scenes of filming. Lucky you guys. Okay, so. Oops, I took a picture. Look at that. I took a picture. Baked you a pie. Oh boy, what flavor. Cheers, guys. I just got water. Okay. So, may I ask, okay, so again, guys, this is the virtual studio. So again, what do I mean by virtual studios? I want you guys to be working. I want you guys to be working while you're here. All right? So don't just watch me draw. Do something yourself. Grab a piece of paper. I want you guys to draw as well. And then I want you to share with me what you were doing during the stream, okay? And if I have a few minutes, at the end of the stream, then I will take those few minutes and we could take a quick look at some of what the work you guys are doing. So feel free to share it with me. Probably Twitter's the best right now to share. Now, if you guys want a little bit of comic book insight, what we would do in comics is like we would actually sketch out like this, small. And the good thing about small is that it's easier to get the proportions down. So we would actually take something like this and actually take a photocopier, blow it up, and with a light box, just lightly, trace, the proportions, and then draw over it. That's how we would usually do it in comics. It's actually a little bit easier to get the proportions down. But no time for that, and I don't have a photocopier or a light box. So what am I going to do? So we got the shield here going like this. I need a picture of the broken shield. I got to figure out. So the reason I'm using red pen instead of the blue is mainly for you guys. That's how much I like you guys, okay? Because the blue, you probably won't see it as well. You probably won't see the blue as well on camera as you would here. Okay, I got to be careful because yesterday I kicked out the the overhead camera. So I want to make sure that can I focus my camera more? Unfortunately, I can't because it's actually pretty focused. Maybe it's not bright enough. Actually, you want it dark because you won't see this. So I'll brighten it up in a minute here, guys. Okay, there's this lat there. We call those lats. And one thing I always got wrong when I was especially younger, and even now. I heard a noise. It sounded like something dropped. Even now, one thing I struggle with is getting the hands to look right. I always make the hands bigger than they need to be, you know. I'm not liking that. It feels like a very constricted. Not liking that. I guess. Just quickly erase that. Let's do that again. Maybe have it out a little bit. Maybe we'll just do something like this. Just because it felt a little constricted. It wouldn't be that constricted. Something like that. Okay, you want, by the way guys, you want some music? Let's add a little bit of music. How about that? Let's do that. Let's go media player. Hold on. Let me just look for media player here. See the one. Oh, I didn't save the music. I thought I saved the playlist from yesterday. Okay, so let's. I'm just gonna add some music here, guys, for you, so it's not just silence here. Let's get this dance going, Jababi says. Let's do it. Let's party hardy, Marty. Party, party. Let's see here. Let's go downloads. 1 second here, guys. Just need to drag this in the music group. So I'm just going to throw all my Epidemic Sound music that I have downloaded in here. So you might hear things like clapping and stuff like that. Now, somebody was asking me, is it okay for them to just use some of the music I use in my videos? To be honest, like all the music I use in my videos, they are royalty free. However, I have a subscription to Epidemic Sound. So if you rip music from my videos to use in yours, you might get a ding from Epidemic Sound. Okay, so if you get a copyright thing, it's not from me. Okay, honestly, I don't care because everyone uses the same type of music. But you will get a ding from Epidemic Sound because I actually pay a subscription for Epidemic Sound. But you know what? I've had too many copyright, I won't say strikes, copyright notices. What's it called? Not to use Epidemic Sound. Like even stuff that said they were royalty free, I've got dings on them. Hold on, I'm just taking out all the laughing tracks here. I got dings on them. Like a couple years later, I would get a ding on them. Stuff that said it was loyalty free at first, you know. Is that too loud? Let me know if you could hear the music, guys. Let me know if you could hear music. Okay, it's playing now. Let me know if it's too loud or too soft, okay? So that's why I decided to go with the Epidemic Sound route. Now the good thing is, if you don't have over 5 million views per month, it's not that expensive. It's actually pretty reasonable for a smaller creator, right? But if you're a bigger creator, you're over 5 million views per month, then you have to pay the Pro one, which is a little bit more. But if you're at that type of views per month, you make enough. You make enough money. So sometimes after I'm done the sketch, I would step back and I would step back and see if I like how it feels. Because sometimes when you're close up to something, you can't really, you can't properly judge the proportions and size of everything. So sometimes you need to step back and kind of see. Let's see here. Oh, you're welcome, Bradley. Bradley says, hi, James. You really helped me out in drawing. Just want to thank you. Thank you very much, my friend. Can't hear the music. Can't hear the music. Okay, let me see. Let me turn it up. Is that better? This leg looks weird. Part of me wants the arm to go up a little bit more. I'm liking how that's looking. Nice choice of song. There we go. There you go. Now you can hear. Now let me know if you can't hear me, okay? I have no idea what you're listening to because I'm actually not using sound on my part, mainly because for the filming, so I can have my audio clear with filming. That's fine. I'm talking to you guys, so I'm happy. So I'm gonna turn the arm. That's better. I like that arm position better. So that's better. The hard part, I like this arm position better, but the hard part is you can't see it on the top here. I'm running out of room for Stormbreaker. So a couple things I could do. Either I could put Stormbreaker down here instead, which actually will look pretty cool because it would actually fill up more of the thing, and then have this be Mjolnir. Actually, I do like that. I do like that. We'll put Stormbreaker down here. It's fun things. We do this on the fly. On the fly. Which makes me want to draw a Stormbreaker first. But yeah, that's much better arm position there. Hey Nathan, how you doing, buddy? There you go. Would I mind doing the stone on the forehead? Probably not, because I'm not adding vision. It's just the big three. We're just gonna call this the big three. Okay, so right now I'm gonna rough in. Okay, just gonna rough in where these things are going. Okay, so we got Iron Man's heart here, but around it will be the star. Part of me wants to do that. Okay, and then we have the cape that goes this way with that. Cape that goes that way. So we have the goes like this. And we'll have armor goes like this. And just, because it's my work. It's my work. I could make it up as I go along. That's the fun part about all this. So. Okay, so we got just drawing the nose here, though we probably won't see the nose. So we're going to do something like this. We're going to do the armor that goes like this. And we're going to make sure there's room for a big A. But it's got to be in perspective. Got to be in the proper perspective, guys. Something like that. Big A like that. And then we have the we need the cool hold on, I just need to gotta see the cool beard here. We need the cool beard in there. We need the cool beard. So we can do something where it ends up here so we can see the beard coming. Nose. And we gotta make sure that we see caps hang on the side there. That's always fun. So like that. And I'm always going back. I'm going back and forth. I got a close-up version of these. And you'll notice, guys, whenever you're doing these mashups, you'll find that, you know, as much as you try to avoid it, you'll find that sometimes it just happens. You'll always have one character dominate over the other ones. And that's not by choice sometimes. It just kind of happens after a while. So this, and then we have the chainmail. Chainmail here. So this guy could be actually very... Iron Man dominant. Let's see here. Okay, so we got Stormbreaker here, coming down like that. Stormbreaker will cover up a lot of the leg, but that's okay. Alright. And... one more thing. I just need a shot because I don't have reference for the shield. Let me get some cap broken shield. How it's cut up. Oh, okay, that's great. Okay, so. You know, it's funny. This wasn't by design. I was taking a look at this. And there's a toy version that has a very similar pose to me. That shows you like poses can be universal. They can be very, very similar after a while, you know? That's funny. Whatever. Okay, and then we'll have all this electricity coming off these guys. Something like that, okay? So let's do that. the layout, we're almost at 5. Okay, so the layout's done. All right, so a little bit longer than I wanted to do with the layout, but just make sure we're okay on this camera here. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and start the inking. All right, so we're going straight to inks here, guys. You guys know I like to go straight to inks. Okay, so I'm just going to do a very light erase on this. Nothing too light, because I do want you guys to see. So just a very, very, very light erasing, because sometimes I find when I do these sketches, they're too dark, you know. Just a little bit light. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because that's the only thing, when you erase over microns afterwards, it's kind of hard in terms of it lightens the micron, unfortunately. All right. So let's go ahead. And how you guys doing? Just saying hi to everyone. Love part 1, Thanos says. There you go. All right, so let's go ahead and start inking this. Let's get the reference going here. I just have a bigger version what you guys see on screen, because my screen's very, very tiny like this, so just got a bigger version of that. Okay. So usually I will go with a thicker micron, a 0.3. Just for the general outlines, and then a lot of the times I will go general. So I'll do like I'll start with a 3, go to an 8 or a big marker, and then I'll go in and then add all the hatching and stuff later on. So, oh, thank you, Art Boy. Thank you very much. Hello, Ariane Art. Grimish can't get microns in Poland. Oh. Well, you know, you could use any fine liner, right? If you could get... Not sure what they have in Poland, but again, I always say it's not the, it's never the tools. Okay, it's never the tools. It's all about the imagination. So you can draw with whatever you want, really. Okay. Increase the light a little bit. Sorry, guys, I'm just working on my actual filming camera here. Just give me a second. Making sure this looks okay. Okay, so I'm gonna try. It's around 10 to 5 right now. I want to get this done by. Yeah, we're probably gonna go to 8, but I want to get this done by. I want to get this done by 7. We'll see. 7, 5, quarter 5. Oh, earlier than that. 5, 6. Oh, I want to get this done by 6. To be honest, so we could get into the color right away. But because I wanted to go for a walk before breakfast, but if not, that's fine. Ah, it begins. It begins. It begins. I have no idea what you guys are listening to. What are you listening to? No idea. Let's see here. So I might go a little slower than I usually do, and mainly because I'm trying to figure out, right? A lot of the times I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. There we go. I think I could add a little bit of the nose. Something like that. Okay. And then... So the reason I'm going a little bit slower is just because I'm designing at the same time. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to go about things. So sometimes you'll hear me quiet you'll hear me trying to figure out what things should look like. Like that. Let me just go back to Thor's beard here. Okay, so while I'm doing this, you guys have any questions? Now's a good time to ask your questions. Be more than happy to answer for you. Like, this is the point where I am thinking a lot more than I usually would. Okay, because sometimes when you have everything perfectly laid out and there's not much thinking to do, then I kind of zone out and just listen to music or whatever. In this particular case here, I'm doing a lot of designing too, so I might get quiet sometimes. But if you have any questions, let me know. All right. Bullying in the chat. Who's bullying in the chat? We're all friends here. We're all friends here, guys. We're all friends here. So. So right now I'm just drawing the. That was the best part about Thor, was that beard, right? The beard is awesome. The braided beard, so cool. Okay, let's even zoom in. So this one come around like this. So again, guys, if I get quiet, apologies. I'm just trying to figure things out. Like that. Kind of looks like it's kind of looking like the Red Guardian right now, right? Hold up. Okay, so let's see here. Any actual questions here? When did I start drawing? Ash Greninja 2212. When did I start drawing? No, I think like all of you guys have been drawing as long as I can remember. When somebody asks me to put a date, I'll say 3, but I'm pretty sure it was much earlier than that. I remember the first drawing that really stood out to me. My uncle actually did that. So I wouldn't say that my parents were the most art-friendly. Like, my mom was a hairdresser. And I could use her help really now. That's why I'm wearing the hat. Got that quarantine here. By the way, hopefully all of you guys are doing well and you're staying safe during these times. But I remember my uncle. He just moved to Canada from the Philippines, and he drew this hand that was like this. He put a sign on his room saying "Go away." It was like a "Go away" sign, and he had the hand say "Go away." And it was a really cool drawing. It was really, really cool drawing. Now, I'm not saying that was inspiring, but that was one of the first pieces of art I actually remember as a kid, was seeing that sign when my uncle came from the Philippines. But, I was always drawing cartoons and stuff when I was a kid. Cartoons. Super Friends, the cartoon called Super Friends back in the day. So I would draw that a lot. Well, I guess sorry guys, I'm just concentrating here. Concentration. Yeah. Now, again, I'm a lot older than you guys, so my cartoons were like in the 80s, right? So that's ancient for you guys, right? So things like Masters of the Universe or He-Man, Thundercats. That's my jam. That's my stuff. And I wish you guys could relive some of that stuff, because that's some good, really, really good stuff. He-Man, Masters of the Universe, same thing. Brave Star. What else? G.I. Joe, of course. G.I. Joe Transformers, like the regular things. So those were my cartoons growing up. But I didn't start actually taking it seriously, and you guys heard me tell the story ad nauseum, until my last year of high school. That's when I decided to actually go into professional art. Okay, and you know, I've talked about this so many times, so feel free to check out like that Avengers Infinity War video I did. There I go into it in depth, my choices for going into art. So, hey Parthiv, welcome. Those were golden years, yeah. There you go. I think I never seen you draw TMNT. I did draw the one from the name. If you haven't seen that before, Grimmish. So I drew turtles from their name. Though you know who drew a great turtle? Joe Madureira. He did a fantastic version of the turtles. So okay, so just going down here, I'm gonna start on the torso. So I have a feeling this actual drawing is probably going to take about, it's 2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours. So again, guys, forgive me if I'm quiet. And by the way, guys, I do want to know what you guys are working on, okay? So why don't you take a second, too, and let me know what you're working on, too, by the way. Let's see. Nathan says, show my kids the cartoons from the 80s and 90s. They want to watch them more than the cartoons that are on now. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. By the way, how you doing, Nathan? We haven't talked in a while. How you doing, brother? Okay, so let's do this. Okay, something like that, and then the middle part like this. So you know, this is very similar to this chess piece here. Very similar to the Iron Patriot. I actually just rewatched. Actually, I won't say rewatched because I realized I didn't even watch it. I just watched Iron Man 3 like last week. And I realized I watched bits and pieces of it, but I never watched it straight through. Isn't that funny? Because my very first video was about Iron Man 3. And it was a preview, but I never actually went to see the movie. So again, I saw bits and pieces of it, but I never... what's it called? I saw bits and pieces of it, but I never actually watched it front to back. Until like last week, I realized, you know what? I never watched this movie all the way through. So I finally went through it all, and then it's not bad. It's not a bad movie. Not bad. I understand why people didn't like it, and you know that Mandarin thing, of course, could have been handled way better for sure, but it's okay. Let's see here. Do I have an ArtStation account? Stevie says. Yes, I do. Go check it out. Go check it out. That'd be fun. Ash says, who's my favorite Avenger? That's a good question. You know, I like Avengers that can make me laugh. You know, and all you know, I like all the Avengers, to be honest. But to choose one. I think Ant-Man's pretty hilarious. You know, Smart Hulk's pretty hilarious. But I'd probably say Thor. Thor is probably... I would say Thor's probably my favorite at this point. You know, and that could always change. So, let's see here. Can you please do these tutorials during the weekend? do like these tutorials during the weekend. You know, I've been thinking about that, you know. Well, you know, I'm trying to teach as I go along, right? So if you guys follow me in the live streams, I think hopefully you'll learn a lot, even just by watching me draw, because I'm trying to explain my process. So as opposed to me saying, yeah, you don't do this and this and this and that and that and that and this, you probably learn a lot more just watching these streams, because I am explaining my process during these streams. So I'm not worrying too much about the outline here, because I know I'm going over that with a thicker pen later on. Okay, so again, just trying to figure out how some of these are going to look. Probably going to add the chainmail here. Oh, not chainmail, the Captain America detail here. So something like this. Yeah, something like that, right? I guess. There you go. Stevie just followed. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. How about Marvel and Dragon Ball Z Artistic Universe? I've seen you ask that a lot. Probably, maybe one day. Not in this stream, but maybe one day. So we'll just stick to one subject per day, my friends. One subject per day. So again, guys, don't just watch me. I would love to see if you guys are doing some work, okay? And again, closer to the end of the stream, we'll take a quick look at what you guys are working on, all right? So. Oop, it's turned off. It's not turned off. I just realized that. Was that even recording on the top? See, this is my TikTok camera. I call this my TikTok camera. I have to film landscape, or not landscape. Sorry, portrait for the TikTok camera. So. By the way, the guys, again, I'm going to reiterate this because I think it is actually important. Like, a lot of you guys want to be YouTubers, which is fantastic. But it is really hard, and as you guys know, 7 years I've been on YouTube. 7 years I've been here grinding. And I know some people who are on here 7 years and is nowhere near where I'm at, even though they've been grinding really hard. So it's really hard to build an audience here. I wish I knew the formula. I really don't. But if you guys really want to build an audience, one of the best places to do that right now is TikTok. It is TikTok. And the thing about TikTok right now, the algorithm is so that you could blow up in like a month. You could get 1 million followers in a month on TikTok. If done right, if you're consistent, if you're doing it right, you concentrate on it. And I'm not saying it's the easiest thing in the world, but we've seen it happen to so many people. You know, if you find the right formula, then it's a I won't say it's easy, but it's easier to get discovered on TikTok than it is on YouTube. Now the main difference though is that on YouTube it's easier to monetize on YouTube because you know you actually get paid by Google here. TikTok, you're not going to make any money off the TikToks per se, but you can get those brand deals, or you can siphon that audience off to YouTube. Even though that's not an exact science. For sure, like I've seen giant TikTokers who don't have a big YouTube channel, even though they're trying to get their following over to YouTube, because they know they can make money off YouTube just by doing the videos. So it's one of those things, guys. Like I've seen guys who were trying for years to try to get a following on YouTube, even have these really fancy videos and stuff, but then won't get any traction. And then I see them go on to TikTok, same people, and then they were able to hit those numbers that they want on there. So that's what I would say, man. Cheers to another 7 years, Grimmish. There you go. There you go. And on 3 on 4 if you count the experimental phase. For sure, Stevie. There you go. By the way, guys, feel free to support each other. feel free to support each other. What's it called? I would say I was experimental for. Well, I'm still experimental. I'll be totally honest with you guys. I'm still experimental, but. Oh, hold on. Again, I'm in my design mind right now. I'm just trying to figure things out. But I'd say the first 2013 to 2015. That's when I wasn't concentrating on it as much. Okay. My first, of course, my first 3 months, I was really trying to concentrate on this thing. Trying to put out a video a week. That's what they said at the time. Video a week, that's what you needed to do. More than video a week was too much, people were saying at that time. That's completely changed. It changes every year, to be honest, guys. It changes every year. But and then I went back to work, and then came back 2015. That's when I started concentrating on it again. So some things I have to do there. Hand up, right on. Let's see here. Let's see here. What's my favorite comic book growing up? Lucas Taylor asked, what's your favorite comic book growing up? And what was your favorite inspirational artist? That's a great question. Again, guys, I didn't get into comics until high school. That's when I was around comics all the time, and you guys know my good friend Mark Michael. I've known him since he was born, so we've been best friends since he was born. That's why you'll always see him on this channel. But what's it called? He was always into comics. He was the comic guy, and I wasn't never really into comics. Let me just check everything here, guys. Okay. Just trying to see the best way to handle some of these things. I was never really into comics until I won't say my last year of high school, beginning of high school. That was when I started getting into comics. So what really got me in was the whole Image Comics boom, and I've explained that many times. I just loved all those artists. That art really appealed to me. So guys, Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane, even Rob Liefeld. I really liked his art back in the day. To be honest, it's like one of those guilty pleasures thing. I like his art. I do. It's fun, and I do want to do. I said this yesterday. I do want to try my hand at his newest creation, which is pretty much looks exactly like Youngblood. It's called Echo 92. I think that's what it's called, Echo 92, because he sold the rights to Youngblood, so he has no involvement in Youngblood anymore. But I would like my hand at trying it. I'm just taking off this chainmail. This chainmail is always hard for me to draw. Or not chainmail, but these Captain America. So in terms of the actual comic books themselves, like Spawn was great. That's why we drew him yesterday. Yeah, like I collected all of the Image comics. That was my thing. Image comics was my thing. I loved it at the time. Really got me into art. So anyways, hope that answered your question. The stream's going to be on the main channel. For now, yes. That brings up a good point, guys. I eventually, and maybe all of you here in the chat right now, maybe you could do me one favor. Do me one favor, okay, guys? I want you to go to my second channel. I want you to go to my second channel, youtube.com/James Raiz, okay? youtube.com/James Raiz. Because eventually, I would like these lives, because I don't want to clutter my channel with all these live streams every day, especially if we're going to be doing this daily. So right now, they are there, but they're unlisted, okay? But I would eventually like to siphon this over to my second channel, okay? So if you can, please go to youtube.com/James Raiz, okay? And subscribe there, okay? Because eventually, in the next few weeks, I am actually going to start doing all of my live streams there. Okay, so I'm not going to clutter this channel. I don't have to deal with keeping on what's called on listing here. I'll just leave it up there. Okay, so if you want the sneak peek, then go there. Because honestly, there's only people come to my channel for different reasons, for sure. So, yes, I do have a second channel. Go check it out. youtube.com/James Raiz. Yes, if you could, Jababi or Speedscape, if you could kindly put a link to that in the chat, that would be great. If you could do that for me. Okay, let's look on Stormbreaker here. And there's some fun vlogs on there too. There's some fun vlogs on there if you're interested at all. Because I would also like to get that channel up to. It doesn't have enough views for monetization yet, so I would really like to get that up there. In terms of the monetization, so. So I'm just looking at Stormbreaker pics here, guys. Okay. Whoops! You fell down! You fell down! Oops. Which is good because I can actually see my TikTok cameras. Kind of funky. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Man down. Okay, let me just quickly get this reference going. Hopefully you guys can still see what's going on. Did you once do the banner art for Heroic Hollywood? No, I did not. I did not. Though I do know Umberto. He's pretty cool. I like Umberto. He's a funny guy. And he did share my original Star Wars Force Awakens drawing. Some of you haven't seen that. And he was on the IP we've been working on. I'm working with a writer right now, but we're still working out a deal. So it's all, say it's all in the air, but we're still trying to work out those deals. Like, again, I wish I was more of a writer itself, but I know for the story I want to tell, I need a real writer to do it. It's one of those things where I know my limitations, and I know that I'm not the best writer out there. So I want to create a story that that's a good story. I want to create a good story. So it's coming along there, PJ. So let me see. Where my there it is. My favorite. So I'm just gonna, you'll see me adjust the camera here once in a while just to get these things going correctly here. So let's go ahead. I'm actually gonna use the thicker marker to start off. Whoops. Actually, look at it now. Maybe I'll do it later. Oh, I could. You know, I was using my this. I was using this tool here. This is a French curve. I've used this before. You guys see me use it many times, and I had comments like, "You cheater! You're cheating! You're using that crazy tool!" You just gotta laugh sometimes, you know. You just gotta laugh at what some people say. Like, all right, that's what you feel. I can't change your mind, I guess. Cheater! You cheater! Okay, so do that and do this. It's like saying, let's say, "Oh, you're using a ruler? You can't draw a straight line, you cheater! What? You're using a pen? You're using a pen? You can't scrape it in with your nail?" Sorry, I made myself laugh at that one. Cheater! Okay, anyway. Let's see. Let's see here. Am I a visual storyteller? Like even that. Like I'm, and I always say this. I said this yesterday in yesterday's stream too. I'm done actually drawing the comics. So guys, even if I worked on that IP, right? I'd have a hard time, and I also know that you guys would want me to draw it, of course, right? And I totally understand that. But I am not the best sequential artist out there. Okay, so. And when I say sequential art is really half the battle, to be honest with you. It's telling the story through art. And I'm actually not the best at it. If I was okay at it, then you would have seen me last a lot longer in comic books than I did. But I guess it's not something I'm more into the illustrative side of drawing. So again, like I mentioned yesterday, illustration and comic art, they're two completely different things. Sequential storytelling is completely different than illustrative art. Of course, it's always nice if the comic art looks pretty, and it needs to be pretty. But the main thing is, can you tell a story? And that's like 80% of what they're looking for, is how well you tell a story when it comes to the art. So I'm not the best at that. And again, if I was, I probably would have gotten way more work in comics than I did, because I think I was concentrating too much on the details, not much on the storytelling aspect of everything. So the way you can tell if you have that storytelling aspect, can you give your sample pages, comic pages, to somebody, and they're able to follow along. They're able to understand the story without any word bubbles, or anything telling them the action, or any narration. That's how you can really tell if you're doing it right, you know. So that's what I always say. If you could figure it out, if the common person can figure it out, if your mom, give it to your mom, give her the story and say, what's going on here. If they can figure it out, then you're doing a good job. You're really doing a good job. But if you have to explain what's happening in the scene, you're not doing a very good job. Okay, so. And again, that's one of the things where I'm like, I could be a lot better at it. So, let's see here. Let's go. So, looks like the Red Guardian. It does, doesn't it? So we know Thor plus Cap plus Iron Man looks like is the Red Guardian. That's why. There you go. This is for the people who think I'm cheating. There you go. No rulers for you. You cheater! You know, sometimes I think sometimes people are just looking for something. You know what I mean? They're just looking for something to bag on sometimes. And again, I have no problem whatsoever if people have a legitimate, problem with my artwork. And in fact, I encourage it. Right? If you feel there's something wrong, I'm always up to learn. But it's always when they make ridiculous statements like that it doesn't. It always says to me that person is a little bit uneducated when it comes to how artwork works. You know what I mean? So, cheater! Look at that circle. Pretty. Looks like the Red Guardian. He definitely does. There you go. What I'm gonna do, Thanos Dark Side Sonic. I think you've asked me that a bunch. Not today. Not today, but that would be fun for sure. You know what the problem is going to be, and I feel sorry for DC. Like sometimes it's not who it came up with, because Darkseid was created way before Thanos. Way before Thanos. But people will think, as soon as they see Darkseid, they're going to think he's a Thanos knockoff. The moment they see it in the DC movies. If we ever see Darkseid, they're going to think he's a Thanos knockoff. Which is unfortunate, because they did this, Darkseid came way before Thanos. But, it's whoever gets there first. It's whoever gets there first. So sometimes speed matters, when it comes to a lot of these things. Let's see. You need to draw a city without a ruler, or you're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. All right. Let's get that broken shield going here. And then we can draw the rest of the body. How are we doing for time? A little bit behind. I have a feeling I'm going to be drawing this till about 6:30. I have a feeling. But hopefully we'll be done sooner than that. Let's see. Where's that sword? Oh, I had it in the cap. Broken shield. I didn't save the reference, that's why. Okay. By the way, thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you all are working right now. And I actually didn't look. If you could, again, let me know what you're working on. Let me know what you're working on, guys. Love to know what you're working on. Ya cheaters! Cheaters! Trying to figure out the best way to do this shield. Makes me think I want to. I might want to freehand it. Maybe I'll freehand it. For those of you who think I'm cheating. Cheater! Okay, so I'll put the hand here under first. Now, I'm just going to do a generic hand because I'm not sure which direction I want to go with this hand. There you go. Freehand. Cheater! I gotta get over that. Cheater, you're cheating. There you go. Are you gonna collab with Zach? Or is customizing videos after this drama is over? We'll see. You never know. You never know. We'll see. We were actually talking about doing something earlier, but I don't know, guys. Probably like if I'm in the area, maybe. But probably, we'll see. I got a lot of things on the go too, so we'll see how it goes. I would love to though. I would love to. It looks like a lot of fun. Just for a change of pace. Also to meet Chloe and Ray, like I know them, and Vex. I'd like to meet them in person. That would be fun because they're really great people. Like those guys there, a lot of those Humble House members, they're really nice people. So, love to meet them in person. Which hand should I go here, guys? Should I do like an Iron Man hand? Chainmail there. Then, let's see. Thanos and Venom would be cool. Duke Yusef. I actually did a Thanos Venom before, so go check that out. I did a Thanos Venom. It actually blew up, that one. I did a couple of them. I did a couple Thanos Venom drawings. So here we go. Okay, Artistic Universe working on endgame character things. That's awesome. Cara Bear says, I'd like to collaborate with Comic Tropes. There you go. That's a fun channel, Comic Tropes, especially if you're into comic books. He has some fun subjects to talk about. If you guys are into Variant Comics, he made a little cameo in my Star Wars video. Eris is a wonderful guy. Great guy. Please do that. If you're into comic books, please do subscribe to Variant Comics. Okay, so the actual outlining is almost done. So we could get into the actual rendering of it shortly. Let's see here. I don't know how the comic book industry will survive in this crisis. I agree. I totally agree. I don't know how either. I don't know if the stores can survive, like in terms of paying rent in their places. Like, it's tough. It's tough for everybody, to be honest. And it'd be interesting to see how we get back to normal. Like, what it will be the new normal after all of this. Right? Like here in Canada, they actually extended, like the kids were home from school. They actually extended that just yesterday. So, till the end of May. So the kids aren't even going back to school till the end of May. So, it'll be interesting to see if they even go back to school at all. We'll see. What are the I know. Maybe you guys could tell me, like where you are. Like a lot of you, a good like 90% of you watching are international right now. What are the lockdown measures where you are? Do you have a curfew, for example? Do you have a curfew at nighttime? Like, you're not allowed to go out? Do you have to wear a mask? Like, what are the parameters of your what's it called, of your quarantine? of your quarantine. What's the smallest picture you've done, but is highly detailed? I don't think I've done one. I always draw big. Because, and it's something that you learn in comic books. The reason why we draw so big, because as you know, for those of you who aspire to get in comics, you see us draw like pretty much 4 times the size, or like 2.5 times the size. It's mainly because when you shrink it down, it looks like so much better when it's shrunk down. That's a weird foot. I'll get to that leg later. I might have to fix that leg later, but I won't worry about it now. So let's see. Let's see here. In India, stuck at your house. Let's see. Having schools on Zoom. Yeah. Zoom is getting the workout for sure. Zoom is definitely getting the workout. There you go. Philippines hold down soldiers are deployed in the rural areas. Yes, I heard about that. My in-laws, yeah, they're in the Philippines right now. They're actually Canadian citizens, but hopefully they'll be coming home soon. But you're stuck in the house there. You know, the more people stay at home, the faster this stuff's gonna get done. You know, like, because all of this stuff, it's you know, they wouldn't shut down the world if it wasn't as serious as it is. You know, you got to think about it. You know, and you know, I don't want to get political at all, but even if a guy like Trump is encouraging shutdown or allowed the shutdown to happen, right? Then you know something's serious, because we know one thing we know about Trump is, like, he wants the businesses to thrive. Like, all of us want the business to thrive, but especially him. He does not want a meltdown, economic meltdown, to happen on his watch. But for him to actually say, okay, we should be doing this, at that time anyway, that he was, something serious. It's got to be serious. And who am I to say it's not serious? You know what I mean? But, you know, without getting political, let's not get political here. It's not the place. But, you know, just something to talk about. But, you know, whatever, you know, and I hate the fact that people are making this part of politics, you know, it shouldn't be. This is a world issue. It's not about who's the president. It's not about who we're voting for. It's about trying to make everyone safe at the same time, right? So hopefully all of you guys are doing your part. We're all doing our part here. We're staying safe, taking care of our families. And I don't want to talk about this too much during this stream, because, you know, I know a lot of you come here to forget that we're going through this. So if all of us stayed home without leaving for 3 months, it would be over. To be honest, that's very true. That's very, very true. See, we're not willing to go to those lengths yet. But could you imagine those stores? If we all found out we can't leave the house for 3 months. Can you imagine all those stores? Talk about nothing left on the shelves. Talk about nothing left on the shelves. There are people going to be getting the short end of that stick really fast, right? To be honest. So, European football teams could go back to training to start the league soon. That's great. That's great. That's fantastic, you know? And I'm hoping all of you are doing well, you know? Like, I know it's a hard time. I know, like, some of you are young, and maybe your parents are, maybe some of them lost their jobs during all of this, and I really hope you guys are doing well. We'll get through it, guys. We'll definitely get through all of this. Anyway, let's talk about more fun subjects. What are you guys watching? How about that? What are you guys watching? Are you watching Netflix? Are you watching Disney Plus? Are you watching Clone Wars? I've seen Clone Wars is getting pretty good, though I haven't watched. To be honest, I'd be into it, but I don't watch Clone Wars. I haven't really watched it. Did you watch that new Chris Hemsworth movie, that Extraction? Have you seen that movie? I haven't watched it yet, so maybe you could tell me if it's good or not. I've heard mixed things about that movie, but hey, it's if you got Netflix, it's free, right? So, well, it's not free, but if you got Netflix, why not, right? Watching, okay, yep, there you go, Last Brian. They say that's a really good show, for sure. Netflix, watching a lot of Netflix, guys. Punisher and The Mandalorian. You know, to be honest, I've never really sat down. Like, I've seen individual episodes, but I haven't watched a full series of any of those Marvel Netflix shows. I've never sat down and watched all of them. Just need a picture of Millionaire. I need to see Millionaire. The same. Spider-Verse is on Netflix. Yeah, Spider-Verse. Yeah, clean air and water. That's true. There's a lot of clean air and water around. If there's one silver lining to all of this, clean and water. But then again, it's like, you know what that's like? That's like an Endgame. Captain America goes, oh, the water's clean and everything. But of course, we don't have a situation like Endgame. But it's just the. But it's true. Smog's down. Pollution's down. Definitely good for the earth, for sure. Okay, let me just I think I do have a reference for this. Millionaire. Okay, 1 second, guys. I'm just going to change the battery on my camera here. How much time is it? 5:42. So yeah, I am probably going to go until about 6:30 on this drawing. Hopefully sooner. I would have liked to have been done this by 6, so we could get a full hour of coloring done on it. Okay, so 1 second here, guys. Just need to change my camera battery, and hopefully I don't pull out the like yesterday. I think what happened was I tugged the camera. That's why we lost connection for a quick. Hi, Cece. How you doing? How you doing, Cece? Good to see you. All right. By the way, guys, go follow Cece on. Do you have a YouTube there, Cece? I'm not sure. Go follow Cece. She's an amazing artist. Amazing artist. Go check out the channel, Cece. All right. Why don't I draw all the Spider-Verse characters? Well, I kind of did. Go check out. I did the 50 Spider-Man version. Go check that out, my friends. Just want football to be back. That's right, Ryan. Soccer for us North Americans. Football, yeah, for sure. Football, biggest sport in the world, really, right? Biggest sport in the world. Football. We have the Toronto FC here. We got the MLS here. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. Okay, just give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes, because I'm a dude. 2 minutes. I'll wash my hands. Make sure to wash my hands. One minute. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I washed my hands. Whose birthday? Whose birthday is it? Whose birthday was it? Extraction is not great. There you go. I will take your word for it, my friend. Okay. So let's get going here. Let me just need to ink the hammer in quickly, and then we're going to get to the details. All right. Let's ink the hammer in. How are you guys with the music? Is music still going? Okay, yep, the music's still going. All right. Yep, something off screen. Actually, Carabera Comics is going to be fighting somebody. It's going to be fighting something, and we're going to do that tomorrow. All right, so that's for tomorrow's video. But for today, we're going to finish off this mashup here, but going against somebody else tomorrow. And I have an idea of who that is. Though I can change my mind. I'm always up to changing my mind, but I got an idea who that is. I would love to hear what you guys suggest too. Who you think should this character fight? But I have a pretty good idea what I want to do, and then like unless you knock me out of the park with something I never even thought of, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna be doing the idea I have, but. Record. Oops. Let's see here. Moderating is fun. I'm glad you're here, Jababi. Speedscape 2. Glad you guys are here. Honestly, it takes a load off my mind, so I don't have to worry about spammers or anything like that. Right? So, thank you guys. Appreciate it. By the way, go follow Jababi. Do you have a YouTube channel? Speedscape, do you have a YouTube channel? If you guys can, go click on their name. Speedscape. And Jababi, hey, ADC Art Attack, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, my man. By the way, go follow ADC's Instagram. He's always going live on Instagram. You're doing some live YouTube now, buddy, aren't you? All right. Let's see here. Everyone say hi to ADC. He's in the chat there. Spam him a like on the stream. There you go. Though the way Jababi's working, they'll all get banned. So, just joking, Jababi. You're the best. There you go. All right. So. What we're doing now. ADC, what may I ask? What time is it where you're at right now? I believe you're in. I forgot where you were again. Because I know you're in Europe. I just forgot where you're from. Okay, oops, I gotta keep it right here. Gotta get the TikTok camera going, guys. TikTok camera. Let's see here. Alright, anyway. Let's just get this. Just gonna get this done pretty fast because I'm a little bit behind, guys. A little bit behind. I want it to be ahead at this point. So again, guys, the one fun thing about doing these streams is that it's my goal to just get my videos done. Like yesterday, it was like a relief, you know, because I've been working on these videos that take like days to do. And when you're not worried about views anymore, it was a relief. Like I was done yesterday. I was done my video at, I would say, I'd say like 11 a.m. my time, and then I kind of had the rest of the day to do nothing. It was nice, Dave. I'm telling you guys, it was nice. It was nice. Well, now you can only do that if you're not worried about views. ADC, I was telling them yesterday that you know, I'm done view chasing. I was trying to do a lot of view chasing recently, and I've had enough, man. I've had enough. So if I don't make any money off YouTube anymore, you know, that's fine. You know, at the beginning it never really was about that anyway. It was more connecting with you guys, and if money came, that'd be great. But now I'm gonna try to stay more in the freelance art arena. We'll see. We'll see. And hang out with you guys every day. So if these videos get views, fantastic. If they don't, whatever. Whatever. I just want to do something fun, you know? Fun. Lots of people from the UK here. Guys, I hope I'm still able to go to the UK. I hope it'll happen, guys. Just cross your fingers. If you can, that I'll be able to go to the UK, but we'll see how it goes. I'm getting my reference here. There we go. Let's see. Have you ever done Valiant Comics? Francisco Kumo asks. No, I have not. I've applied. I've applied. To be honest, too, like I've never really read any Valiant Comics. Let's scratch that. I have read Turok, the Dinosaur Hunter. I have read that book. A few issues. I had the first issue with the Joe Quesada cover. What's it called? I have, yeah, and I had the, you know, they did that Deathmate crossover with Image Comics, but then Image Comics they all were so late with their books. They were all late with their books. Good old Image Comics, how we remember you. Late with everything. So there you go. When is ADC going live on Instagram? Well, just follow him on Instagram. There you go. You'll get the notifications, my friends. I'm not sure if he's still here or not. But, let me just, one thing I didn't do is let me just finish off this Thor's arm, and then we'll get to, I think, so it's more like that. Then we'll get to the real rendering, guys. Time for the real show. Okay, probably do like an Iron Man neck. Let's just do an Iron Man neck. Okay. Oh, thank you, Kina. I appreciate that. Okay, I appreciate that. There you go. Codiza says, please read my comments. I just did. There you go. There you go. Now. Oh, thank you, CC. I appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. Oh, by the way, can I just clear something up? I mentioned in my Instagram post when I congratulated Zach on reaching 10 million. I said my little brother in art. I said my little brother in art. A lot of people took that he was my actual brother. Okay. First of all, full disclosure. I'm more like the hip uncle than his actual brother. Okay, let's just say that. And no, he's not my brother. He's not my brother. I said brother in art. And a lot of people took that like, oh, you got that's your brother? Makes sense. No, he's not my brother. He's not my brother. Well, so I apologize for those of you who were fooled. All right. Okay, so I'm getting to the point, guys. I think I could get in with the. Oh, I did want to fix the neck here. Oh, I do want to get the neck. Am I going to go back to drawn trailer reactions? Those were fun. Those actually were fun. You know, we could do that once we get trailers again. That's something definitely we could do. We could watch the trailer together here on the channel, and then I could do the drawn trailer reaction with you guys. That would be fun. Might be a fun thing to do once we get trailers again. Okay, good enough. That's good enough for the line art. So again, I'm about half an hour behind where I want it to be. But it is what it is. Okay, so probably have a light that comes like here. There's probably going to be like a light here. So the shadow's probably going this way. So I always say whenever you're doing a rendering, and when we draw a little arrow here, whoops. Let me draw a little arrow here. The lighting should be going. Make sure your lighting's consistent so you know where your light's coming from. So the lighting's going this way. So this would cast a shadow here. You get shadow under here. This will probably be like shadow here, but we got to do the shadow in a way where we're not losing the detail in that sense. Okay, so let's get going on this. So for example, this will be in shadow here. And a shadow here. Here as well. With shadow like this. Okay. All right. Artboy wants to be a moderator. We already have 2 moderators there, Artboy, but we'll see if Jababi or Speedscape aren't able to do it one day. Okay, maybe he'll be one of the first guys I'll ask. Okay, people I'll ask. Okay, and then just outline this like that. And I do like doing a thicker outline with everything. Okay. All right. What happened to the belly? Yes, I did not draw the belly. Maybe I should have drew the belly. Well, it's too late for that. I'm already in the ink. Why didn't someone suggest that earlier? I blame you guys. I should have drew the belly, shouldn't have I? Oh, missed opportunities there, guys. Missed opportunities. Oh. And again, guys, very special thanks to my friends at Micron who provided me all of these pens. Wonderful people at Micron. Because it definitely does help a lot. But I always say, guys, it's never the material. It's never the material. It helps. Material helps. But materials don't make a good drawing. Okay, it's your imagination that makes a good drawing. Okay, so don't feel bad if you can't get your hands on a Micron or like a brand name fine liner. Just use what you have. Okay, and the imagination will come through. One thing, make sure the imagination comes through with everything. All right. Thank you, CC. So again, guys, the reason I go like basic outline, thick marker, and then I'll go in with the details after, is because I want to make sure all the black levels are actually inked in first, so I don't do this detail and then realize I'm going to have to black it out later, which I've done on many occasions. I don't want to do that here, especially if you're in a time crunch. Okay, especially if you're in the time crunch, you want to make sure that you're not wasting your time doing things that are going to be covered anyway. So. And I always like to do this thick outline. And I mentioned this before. Where do I put the thick outlines? Now, first of all, I do a pretty thick outline all all around the character, okay? And it helps it stand out. It helps the character stand out. Now, I remember I was watching my friend Christian, Popcross Studios, as you guys know him. He was reviewing my artwork, and he was surprised I did a thicker outline. And it's something I've always done. It's something I learned in technical illustration, that the thicker outline, you put a little bit thicker outline where you see edges. And when I say edges, something you could wrap your hand around. That's where you put a little bit of a thicker outline. And how do you know that? Like, think about it this way. If you see a little spider, and I won't take credit for this saying, I believe it was actually somebody in the chat once when I was drawing live. You see a spider, the spider were to crawl across the surface. The moment you can't see a spider anymore, they crawled around the surface. The moment you can't see a spider anymore, that's where you put the heavy line. So. Okay, so let's see here. Draw Greek gods. Not today, my friends. Maybe a different day. Not today. Now, unless it's to do with suggesting I draw tomorrow. So again, guys, tomorrow I actually already have. I know what I'm going to draw tomorrow. Already. I have an idea of who I want. Our character to fight here. Let me ask you guys, what's a good name for this character? What's a good name for this character? Okay, give me the name. Give me the name. I'll probably ask again later in the stream, but I might as well start right now. Who do you think this character should be called? What do you think this character should be called? Chicken. Not Chicken Nova. There you go. Christian still has your art. It's amazing. Yeah, Christian's awesome. Christian is awesome. For sure he's not awake now, for sure. And now he will be in one more of my videos. It's actually a video we've been working on for over a month. And still working on it. It's actually one of the most extensive videos I've ever done. And I said to you guys, there are a couple of videos that I still need to put out there that I already started on. That are that took a bunch of time. I told you I'm not going to be doing those type of videos anymore. Well, we'll see. We'll see. But you know, this video was actually very expensive to produce for my standards. Anyway, it's not like I'm buying a Tesla or anything like that. But it was a fun video, and hopefully that will be out. I'm hoping within the next few weeks. It probably still need a couple more weeks to get done. But it is one of the craziest videos I've ever done. You guys will see that. But hopefully, it won't be ready for a couple weeks. We've been working on it for 2 months now. This particular video. So little tease for you, my friends. Little tease. Iron Thor cap. Captain Iron Thor. Captain Iron Hammer. There you go. The Thunder Patriot of Asgard. Made me laugh. The Thunder Patriot of Asgard. The Thunder... The Thunder Patriot of Asgard. Though there's no Iron Man reference in that. Right? I guess you were going for the Patriot. That's not bad. That's not bad. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. Actually, hold on to... You know what? Guys, hold on to those names because I'm not prepared to actually keep a watch on the chat there. Okay, so keep those names coming. I'll get to them in a second. Okay, I'll get to those names in a second. Now, by the way, guys, you know I do not have a tabloid-sized scanner, so I got a really cheap scanner here. So I'm actually going to show you my process in scanning something in when you don't have like a big scanner. Okay, so this piece is actually pretty big, comparatively. Well, not as big as, you know. Usually for those bigger ones where I draw 100 characters, there's like 3 of these boards taped together. Okay, make sure that I can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, hold on, guys, 1 second. Yeah, usually it's about 3 of these boards And if you're wondering what size of paper I'm working on here, it's 11 by 17. So if you take 2 letter size papers and tape them together, that's the size of this paper here. Okay, but I will show you guys how I go about scanning this in. Iron Thor cap. Captain Iron Guard might... Captain Iron Guard? That's not too bad. That's not bad. So once we get close to done, then I'll keep those names coming, guys. Keep those names coming, and hold on to them, okay? Because when the time comes, I will ask you again, and we'll actually pick, okay? We'll pick the name for it. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll get a few of them. I'll put a poll up later on today, so I won't actually name this guy in the video. I'll put the poll up, and then tomorrow, because I'm doing the B-side to this, I will ask. I'll reveal the name that we picked for this guy tomorrow. Okay, so we'll do that. Thunderous Iron God of War. Oh, this is a collab video for the Schmodown. No, it's not. It's not. Though Christian did mention me the other day. If you watch the Schmodown, if you guys don't know what the Schmodown is, it's actually pretty fun. If you guys are into movie trivia at all. Let me do a quick plug for my friend Christian. I've been following these guys, Schmoes Know, and they were one of the bigger influences for me to get into YouTube, to be honest. But they have this movie trivia competition. It's called Movie Trivia Schmodown, and it's movie trivia. It's movie trivia. So they have one general division where it covers all movies throughout time, and then they have one called Inner Geekdom, which probably is something we'd be more interested in. And they cover Lord of the Rings, they cover the MCU, DCEU, all Marvel, DC movies, James Bond, like all the pop culture type movies. So I think actually pop culture title would have been like a better name, but you know, Christian being working in the WWE before, Inner Geekdom, you know, sounds more appropriate, right? So check it out if you can. Go to the Schmodown. Just type in Schmodown or SEN, and you'll be able to find it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And recently, the people who do The Walking Dead, Skybound Entertainment, they partnered with them. So they actually own a piece of that now. So they're doing more productions. We've been talking. Maybe I'm going to be doing some things with them. We'll see. We'll see down the road. We'll see how things go. Let's see how things go. But, yeah. What time is it in America? Well, first of all, I'm from Canada there, Nathan Zaccario. Nathan Zaccario. But same time, Eastern time. I'm on Eastern time right now, so it's around 6:09 a.m. And if you've been a follower for me for a long time, they know that these guys like Speedscape and stuff, I'm an early bird. I like waking up early. Mainly because the family's sleeping right now. They're sleeping, and it's the best time for me to work. I found it was really hard during the day. So there's no way I'd be able to do a stream like this during the day, even though I know it's better for my North American audience, for sure. I just feel, this is the best time for me to sit down and work. So it's really not great for the North American audience, but for you guys, it's fantastic. Good for you. So. Okay, so we're gonna get into the the Micron version shortly. Just trying to figure out any other black areas. I'll probably add more once I get into the rendering part, but let's see here. The blob got it's 3:11. No, but yeah, 3:11 on the West Coast. On the West Coast, it's 6:11 a.m. here in Canada, or not in Canada, in on the East Coast. 6:11 on the East Coast. But again, guys, whether you wake up at 3 a.m. like I do, or you wake up at 12 p.m. like I always say, it doesn't matter when you wake up, it's what you do when you're awake. So it's okay to be a night owl. It's okay to do that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Before, you would hear a lot of these motivational speakers. Before, it's like, you gotta wake up at 3 a.m. But what's more important than that is that when you're awake, what are you maximizing your time while you're awake? I always say that, so it's not really, it never was. What are you, what time you wake up? It's always, what are you doing while you're awake? So you could be up at 3 a.m., but if you're just 3 a.m. and you're just watching YouTube, or you're just on your phone the whole time, what's the point, right? You might as well just sleep. You need sleep, man. Sleep's very important for your body. We all know that. So the more sleep you can get, the better. But if you're going to lack sleep, at least make sure it's productive. Now, I go to bed around 10 o'clock? 10-ish? And I'll wake up around 3 or 4, something like that. If I don't set an alarm, I'll probably wake up around 4 o'clock by myself. That's my normal thing. So after that, it all depends on how productive you are at that point. So, okay, what time is it now, Clodagh? It's 6:13 a.m. for me. 6:13 a.m. So catching up a little bit. Again, I'm a lot farther behind. So I'm gonna. Ooh, yucko! This pen's running out. I think I have more. Yucko! 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 Oh, look at that. That's no good either. Oh. There you go, CC. There you go. I never sleep? No, I sleep. I sleep a lot. I'll sleep like 5 hours. 4 or 5, 6 hours, something like that. So it depends. But one good thing about working for yourself is that you can sleep as much as you want, right? So again, I'm not going to fault anyone if they want to sleep till 12. Yeah, go for it. Sleep's good for your body. You need it. Ah, there you go. That's much better. You need the sleep. But I always say it, before you sacrifice sleep, before you sacrifice it, make sure you exhausted everything you could do in the time you're awake first. Before you say, okay, I do need to wake up. I do need to sacrifice a couple hours of sleep here and there. Before even considering that, make sure that you're using your time to the maximum. Okay? Especially if you guys are young. A lot of you guys are young, right? A lot of you guys are, some of you guys are teenagers. I would suggest don't give up sleep yet. You need that sleep to grow, right? And especially if you're older, you need that sleep just to live sometimes. You know what I mean? There you go. Okay, so let me just do a couple things here. Why has it got only 358 likes? That's a good question, guys. If you're here, hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Feel free to share the stream. The stream's not gonna stay up though. As you guys seen from yesterday's stream, it's there, but it's what's it called, unlisted, the stream. So you can go back, and there's a link to it in the actual video, because I do want people to actually go watch the edited version of the video, and that's what I did yesterday. Okay, so so just a few more lines here and there. Stand up here. Not the cleanest work I've ever done, but not bad. Not bad. Okay, so now we're going to do some hatching, my friends. Hatching. So I got my 3 here. 3. You can see my belly. There you go. A 3 and an 8. That's probably what we'll use. 3 and an 8. So we're going to go in here and we're going to start just adding some extra lines. That. Oh, okay, 6 p.m. here, there. Wait, is that 2 hours? Kinda. Right? When did we actually start drawing this? 4 o'clock? So I'm just going to go in here and just start adding some extra detail and stuff like that. And a treat for you guys, and then we're going digital. We're going digital, my friends. And I don't think have I gone live digital before? I think I have. I think I flatted the one of my Star Wars pieces before live. So just adding little details here and there. The American Dream, Yasha. Yeah, says. Well, you know, there is an American Dream already, right? There was, and no Grimace, I'm not talking Dusty Rhodes, but, rather a little wrestling joke there for you. No, for Marvel's A Next, I think it was called. It was like their next generation of superheroes. American Dream was Captain America's daughter, if I'm not mistaken, or granddaughter, or something like that. So, I am doing my best to try to keep this landscape for you guys, or sorry, portrait. I keep mixing them up. Portrait for you guys, so you guys could take a good look at this thing. But I'm doing my best. But really, you know, a lot of the actual mashup is going to take place in the color. Because a lot of times what defines these characters is their color, you know. Let's see here. There we go. There you go. There you go, my friends. Alright. I would like this to be just a little bit more, just get a little bit more detail. First of all, here.
So I'll probably, depending on the time, I'll probably flat this with you guys. At the very least, we could do a little bit of coloring. Usually I don't like to show my coloring process. Well, I could show you a little bit of it. We'll see, guys. We'll see. And my process of coloring is a lot different than you'll see what's a lot of comic artists use. I use different tools. Everyone has their own way. But mine are a bit different there. Bit. And then maybe I'll just add some lines like that. Okay, let's see here. Big fan! Sorry Attack. There you go. This song sounds like every Jazza's video. You know what? You know why? You know why? Because Jazza has a playlist on Epidemic Sound. It's called Jazza's Music. I didn't know that. I found that the other day. So all of the music that Jazza uses, he has it in a playlist on Epidemic Sound. So if you want your videos to sound like Jazza's, go to get your Epidemic Sound membership, and he's got a playlist there. It's called Jazza's Music. There's his face there. You're like, hey, that's my buddy right there. So again, not the cleanest drawing in the world I've ever done, but not bad. Okay, a little bit. I'm actually running behind here. Very behind. I did not want to be at this point at this time. I wanted to be a lot further along. Sorry guys, I'm just going ahead adding some detail up here. See my face. Look at me. It's a me. Hey, it's a me. It's a Mario. Okay. Oh, come back down, come back here. There you go. Will my kids' MCU comic they get a comic? I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. Though, again, guys, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. I'm not sure if I should be a comic, because again, guys, if it's a comic book, most likely I'm not drawing it. Okay, because I want it to be done right. And because comics take so long to do. They just do. That's just the nature of comics. They take time away that I don't have, because I need the time to dedicate to this channel. I got time for my other outside projects. So if it was a comic, most likely I probably wouldn't draw it. I'd probably hire somebody to do the interiors. Of course, I would do all the covers. I might do some things inside the comic book itself. But to actually draw the full comic, you know how long it takes to do a comic, right, guys? For a 22-page comic, that's a month full-time work, which I don't have to have, right? But there's other things I think there's other ways to tell the story, though, at the same time. Does it need to be a comic book? Can I tell it in a different way that would interest me, that I can involve you guys in, right? So there's all these different ways, and I'm thinking about it. I've been thinking about it daily, to be honest, to tell the story. But we'll see. See how it goes. So I'm just adding random detail here now, guys. What time is it now? Okay, well, 5 minutes. Just adding as much random detail, and then we're going to head over to the computer, okay? You just need to give me a few minutes to get set up. Because the way the computer is now, I'm going to have to do some rearranging here. It's nice to have a deadline, guys, to be honest, because you could be working on something for quite a while and kind of get lost in it and always feel like you need to do more, or it's not good enough, or you're going to make all these changes and stuff, when it's probably fine what you're doing. You just need someone to tell you to stop sometimes. So that's what a deadline does. It helps you kind of stay true and helps you work faster. Oops, this guy's not putting on. Oh, thank you very much for the super chat there, Aquamarine. Thank you very much. You're pointing up. Why are you pointing up? Oh, I'm not sure what you were asking me, my friend. Sorry about that, my friend. Sorry about that. And by the way, guys, I would love to see what you're drawing. So make sure share it with me on Twitter for now. Sorry, I would have done the Discord, but to be honest, I forgot how to get the Discord, where I need to log into the Discord onto the computer, and to be honest, I forgot how. I forgot the password. So I'll make sure that's up for tomorrow, so you guys could share on Discord instead of Twitter. But for today, and I'll get this fixed for tomorrow. But share with me on Twitter what you're working on, okay? And we'll take a look at all of that stuff once. Okay, not the best drawing I've ever done, but passable. I'll just fix some of this cape here. It's a little messy, to be honest. Like you guys were saying, Red Guardian. Kind of looks like Red Guardian. Literally looks like Red Guardian. Details to the cape. What will you name it? We will talk about that in a second, guys. Again, I want your name suggestions. And maybe we'll pick the top name suggestions. I'll put in a poll. And then you guys will be the ones to pick the names. Okay? You guys will be the one to pick the name. Oops. So hold on to those names, guys. You can say it now if you want, but I'll probably ask you again for it a little bit later, okay? I was hoping to get the whole stick in the frame here, but looks like it's going off frame. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Yes. Now let me make sure for editing purposes that the border is clean. It'll make it a little bit easier on the digital side if the border was clean. And also inside here, this would be dark because I got the cape going there. So I'll probably just move like that and like this. So this cape coming down like this. And then let me just put a little thicker outline. Something like that. Alright. Oh, okay, not bad. Probably add some effects afterwards, but... Time? Okay, we're at time, guys. We're at time. Just add a little bit more. Of course, I could have gotten more here. Definitely, like, things I could have improved for sure, but... Let me just fix this one part here. But I'm already over time. So we are going to go to the computer! To the computer, my friends! To the computer! Alright. So. Okay, guys, so I will pull this back. A second. Yeah, some of the names are really funny there. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off. And I'm going to... And just give it a minute. Hi! Hi, everyone! Now it's blending right now. Right now it's blending. Ta-da! There you go. And now it's in the computer. So that's how you scan with an 11x17 scanner. Now if actually you look at these layers here, I'm going to disable them all so you can actually see the scan. I'll disable this mask here so you can actually see the scan. So these were the 4 scans. I got one scan here, one scan here. I do another scan here like this, another scan here like this, and then Photoshop puts it all together. Now it's not 100%. Sometimes you would get like little blurry notes here, and you see, ew, yucko, look at that. Look at you. And as you can tell, I scanned it in black and white. I didn't do any color. But for the most part, not bad, right? So. I'm going to merge all these together. Merge all these together. I'll make a copy of this. I'm going to keep one normal. And I'm just going to level this up. Okay, let's get dark. Just to get rid of all those little sketch lines. For the most part, I got rid of most of them. Like you'll still get the odd ones here like this. Something like that, right? Okay, and you hit OK, and there you go. Now I'm going to go ahead and crop this. And crop this. I'm going to keep the actual size as is. Now when you crop, guys, if you don't want to lose resolution or lose the paper, because sometimes what it'll do is it will automatically have this part here checked. This is delete crop pixels. Delete crop pixels. And what that does, it will actually get rid of everything around it. Sometimes I just want to keep that, so I'll click that off so that once I do hit crop, if I did want to move this around, I can, and all that stuff is still there, right? Okay, so I want to crop it a little bit more. Yeah, it's okay, we'll just do that. So whenever I do something like this, guys, I'm also going to go under here. I'm going to fill that in white so you can see that's white there. And then I'll go here and I'm going to fill in this just because it'll be easier to select. Now I can just know this with a brush, and fine. And then I'm going to go around here and just make sure that there's no little artifacts. As you can see here, there's little dots here that I missed. I'm just going to get rid of these very quickly. Going around, I'm sure there are some I'm missing right now. So you have I'm getting rid of little things like this, and I'll show you why in a second. Looks pretty good. Here we go ahead and fill those in white. And I'll show you the brush option here. Just gonna get a hard brush here and kind of fill that in so it kind of, whoops, make sure my opacity is 100%. There you go. So what I'm looking for right now is I'm just making sure that the outline is good. It will help me select things a little bit easier. So I'll go in here and I'll just get rid of some of these little extra lines that don't need to be there. Like even around here, like I want to clean up some of this stuff here. No. Maybe do that. And again, guys, I'll show you why in a second here. Alright, maybe I'll do thicken up this line just a little bit. Okay. Looking around, I'm just concentrating on the outline here, guys. Okay, just concentrating on the outline. Just want to fix little things like this, little imperfections like this. Okay. This is fine. Little stuff like this. And the reason is because there are going to be points where I'm going to, oh, this one especially here. We'll make sure that connects. There's going to be points, I'll get rid of this. There's going to be points where at the end of the day I might want to add like a little white outline behind everything, and by having this line clean here, it's going to help a lot if I have this clean. Okay. And okay. Okay, and let me show you why I did this, guys. I think that should be good. All right, and I'll show you why I do this in a second here. Shout out. I'm gonna take my wand tool, and I'm gonna put the tolerance at a little bit more. I'm gonna do this at 30%. Okay, 30%, because I want to separate this from the background. Contiguous on, because if it was off, it will select all the white areas in my entire piece. I don't want that. Just on, like that, so it selects everything, and if you get close up to it, it pretty much gets right to the edge, which is what I want. I actually want it to go in a little bit more, but we'll do that in a second here. Okay, see, you see it didn't get down here yet, so press Shift. Add again here. Okay, now sometimes like there's these little artifacting around here that I don't see. So I'm going to actually expand this. Modify expand by 1 pixel should be good. 1 pixel. So what that did was, if you go in here close, it actually brought that line in a pixel. Alright? Control Shift I, Control J, and now I got this on its own. Okay? So there you go. And this helps me flat this thing. Okay, so the very first thing I like to do when I do flatting, I'll fill in the whole piece with the background color. You see this black, this dark gray? I'm going to fill this in with that dark gray. Okay, and now I'm going to turn this upper layer here. I'm going to turn this into multiply. Multiply. All right. So it looks dark. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Control and click so it selects the whole thing. I'm going to level this up just a little bit so I can see it. So I'm going to bring up the black level just a bit, just so I can see it. If things are dark like this, guys, you'll have a better shot of actually getting it. What's it called? Getting the colors right. Okay. So what I'm going to do here quickly, though, guys, is a couple things. I'm going to make me smaller, because I'm actually going to put part of this into the video itself. So don't mind me. Doing something like this, okay? So, you know, you guys want to see the layers, so maybe I'll bring it in just a little bit so you guys can see the layers a little bit. A little bit of the layers poking through there. Start recording that too, okay. Make sure you can see me. Hold on. I'll just put my face here. So the sun is coming up here. I don't know if you can notice that. The sun's coming up here like this. So you can't see one. I'm looking to the side because you're over there on the side. There you go. Okay, there you go. All right, so let's go ahead and start flatting this guy. All right, so my layer here, I'm going to lock it so I don't actually color over this by accident. I don't want it to color over by accident. I can put these guys in a group here. I'm going to lock that as well, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and start coloring this thing. So let's start with a skin color. Okay, everyone has their own way to flat things, so I'm going to go ahead and start with a skin color. Some people like to use a brush when they're using a flatting. Me, I like to use the lasso tool, and you'll find that. So I'm going to just pick out a nice skin color here. Again, it's not that big a deal. I can always change it. So this is a process we call flatting, guys. Okay. G. I'm just going to use the paint bucket tool like that. Hey, we're done. That's a pink nose. All right. But not only that, we have this part probably here as well. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead with the beard here. And the beard's going to be this yellow color. And even though I'm in the black area here, guys, I still try to make sure it feels like the shape. It helps later on. But I'm going to go ahead and make it maybe some sort of like a dirty blonde type color. Okay, something like that. And then here, this really only works if it's got to be yellow, right? This part here, it's got to be yellow. Oops, I should go out here all the way. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the eyes because the eyes should be white. Okay, and okay, something like that. And then I'm going to make this yellow for now, and we'll see if I keep it that way. Okay, I'm not 100% sold that it should be the Iron Man yellow or not. I'm not 100% sold on that, but we'll do something like that, and then I'll just go ahead and fill these in white like that. Okay, so those are white. There you go. Now, oh yeah. That's right, CC. Everything takes time, for sure. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead in here and... Whoops. So here's a fun trick, guys. You want a fun trick? If you go here and you want to, what's it called? You want to see this whole thing instead of just closing out, and you want to see a version of the whole thing. If you go to Window, Arrange, New Window, what it does is it gives you a copy of it, right? And you can actually put this on the side. Okay, so I'm actually going to put this on the side here like this. So the whole time I could actually leave this on the side, so at all times I'll have a view. I'll have a view of what this thing is looking like while I'm close up. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so I could zoom in on this, and then I could work on this, and it will update on this side. So let's go here like this. Let's do this whole thing, actually. Let's do the whole thing. Wasn't gonna do it. My camera fell on me. My tripods are falling, guys. My tripods are falling. Just give me a second. Tripods are falling. My camera's like, hey, what about me? Just get these on the ground and hurt somebody. Alright. At least the camera didn't fall off. That's good. That could have been bad. That could have been bad. Oh, I think it came out good. Almost. Okay, and then I'm gonna go here, add white there. I'm gonna go here, go on the outside, and I'm thinking blue, guys. I'm in the mood for blue. Part of me thinks this should be blue. Maybe that part should be white. I'm having a feeling blue should be white. So you'll see me making a lot of decisions here, guys. Blue here. That's a little saturated for me. Gotta undo that. A little saturated. I want this a little darker. For now, it's just a flat color. Again, we could always adjust it later. Over here, white. Now the next step here, guys, it's the most important step. What I'm about to show you guys is the most important step. A lot of people forget this till it's too late. A lot of people forget this because it's too late. You gotta save. Okay, make sure you save. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and save it here. I'm gonna call this Fusion Color. Okay, a lot of people. You'll be surprised how many people save. Don't forget to save, and then it's too late, and then the computer crashes, and it's just a mess, and then you feel bad for like 3 days. Okay, maybe something like that, all right? So things we know. So let's this will be a gray. Know that. We know this will be gray. So I'm actually going to pick a lighter gray here. Okay, like that. We know that this is going to be red. And we know this is going to be red. Oops. What time is it? 7:05. I did not meet my 7 o'clock deadline, guys, but that's okay. We're having fun. Okay, G, and I'm going to pick a red. Again, I'm not going to go very saturated here. Something that's a little bit less saturated. And with that, too, why don't we go ahead and... Why don't we do this as well? So as you can see here, guys, I'm not too worried about the outline here. As long as it's in the black area, you're good. Whoops. As you can see here, I made a mistake. It's not very clear what's going on there. I actually might want to make this darker. I need to make this just a bit darker. Okay. And so, let's do this now. These little patches here, let's make those. I'm going to make those like a darker bluish gray. More on the grayish side. How's everyone doing? You guys doing okay? Oh yeah, Procreate saves by itself. There you go. Why didn't it paint over the gray when you use the lasso tool? Because I'm using a paint bucket. I'm not filling in. I'm using a paint bucket. The paint bucket will only fill in up to the certain point. Okay, so we're going to use this blue for this. So I think it's like whenever you're doing more than one character, even just two characters fusion, you'll find one character usually gets the shaft, meaning that you'll find one character kind of dominates over the other ones, even though you try to make it even all around. And it looks like Iron Man's the one getting the shaft here right now. It looks like it's mostly Captain America and Thor. Though, you know, he does have the helmet, so that helps trump everything. Okay. But I'll be sure to try to add a little bit more red into here. Where I feel it, if it makes sense, of course. Okay, of course, this color here, we're going to use that for this. I should have done the circle first. This as well. So again, guys, one of the things I'm not going to show you, I probably won't go past the flatting stage in the stream. And again, one of the main reasons is because the way I color, it's actually something I teach at a school, and these guys pay an exorbitant amount of money. Especially it's a college, right? So a lot of them pay a ton of money to be there, and it wouldn't be fair for me to give that away for free. My techniques there. So that's why I probably won't show you my entire coloring process, but I can show you the flatting stage. And you know, and to be honest, there's a lot of people who color way better than I do. So one guy you could look, one guy who's great at comic book coloring, so I believe it's called Color with Kurt. He's called now Color with Kurt. It's really awesome what he does over there on that channel. Really, really amazing. One guy who does has a really fun channel, and is what's it called? If you want to learn more about rendering, comic book rendering and inking, he's really, really great at it. And his name is very, very similar to mine. His name is Jimmy Raiz. Jimmy Raiz. I gotta get this guy to ink one of my stuff. It's James Raiz and Jimmy Raiz. Amazing channel. And he had David Finch on the other day, which was pretty awesome. He had David Finch on the live stream. So, it's pretty awesome. So, I think we could... Probably could do this too. It's probably the same. Let's do this. So again, guys, like the way I color, it's not the be-all end-all. Everyone has their own way to color. Not saying that my way is better than anyone else's way. Of course, everyone has their own style, you know. So the best thing is to see how everyone does it, and then you figure out what works best for you. You know, even when it comes to drawing, you see how everyone does it, and then see if you can incorporate some of that into what you do. Right, so Alex Sinclair is amazing. Of course, that's amazing, right? So there you go. K. Michael Russell, that's him. Yeah, he changed his name to Color with Kurt. K. Michael Russell. So this is where start getting into the more Iron Man-y part. And let me turn on the Iron Man. Here, see what it looks like here. So we got the gray part here, so we got like a yellow and red. Okay, so these parts are yellow actually. part. Let's make this yellow. Ew. Ooh, what's going on? My computer's glitching a little bit. There you go. Yeah, Iron Man's getting the shaft here. My computer's glitching. Why is it glitching? Control S, don't forget to do that on occasion, guys. Control S, save up. Save up. And then let's do this. I'm gonna add a little bit of red here. I want to get more Iron Man going in here, guys. There needs to be more Iron Man. Take that and let's add some of this red here. Needs more Iron Man. More Iron Man. You know, and again, some of you might have a different way to flats, which is fantastic. Some of you would use a wand tool in here, but one thing that really helps with coloring is if you turn this off, and then all of this stuff is selectable. That's very, very important here. So Jay's Skipper Colorist. I haven't seen them. Before. Okay. I don't know, guys. Maybe we'll make this red. We'll keep that gray. We'll make this red. Because we want a little bit more Iron Man in there. I don't like the red there. Maybe it should be blue. Let's try blue. Let's try the blue. Yeah, that feels better. Feels better. So, looking right now, what if we did yellow? Because again, guys, I want a little bit more Iron Man in here. A little bit more. Give me more Iron Man. And again, that's the challenge. Trying to come up with the mix. Blue? Try yellow. Yeah, yellow maybe. And then maybe this would be... This will be... part of me wants to make this blue too. Like... Maybe this... So you'll see me doing a lot of guessing here, guys, because I have no idea. I got no idea what I want to do. Let's try blue again. Because it makes more sense. It feels better. Like that, I personally feel. So most of the Iron Man's coming in like yellow, you know? Okay, something like that? Yeah, sure, why not? There you go. Oh. Why is the dislikes going up? That's good, that's fine. It means they don't like it. That's totally cool. I don't mind. I don't mind. Art is subjective, my friends. So, you know, if people don't like it, that's how they feel. No problem. Oops, that was really bad. I would have disliked that. Oops. Oh man, I suck. No, that doesn't work because it gets lost in there. Maybe I'll just make that blue. So let's go in here. Oops. So this one we decided to make blue as well. And then this one here. Okay, I think we're going to make this whole thing. Whoops, I forgot to. This one's not flattened, so. Okay, not bad. Not bad. And then we'll go in here. Then maybe for the bottom, just make the bottom one red. That red as well. Okay, so we got Mr. Groot here. So this is the only time the color is actually a little different than everything else. Let's go in here like this. And it's always in the coloring stage where you notice you missed a few things. Like I noticed I missed a few lines here and there. I noticed, for example, this area. I forgot to cut that area out there. So let's turn this into like a brownish color. And more on the orangey side. Brown's like a orange. Oh, even this. Look at that. What's this? I forgot to take out that area, so that's fine. Actually, let me take that out before anything else. I'm going to unlock this. Select that area, and I'm going to select this area here. Okay, first of all, I'm going to delete that here. And then over here, I'm going to fill this in with the background color. Okay, so that should be there you go, that's better. Okay. So this, I'm going to actually keep that color there. I think because we are lacking Iron Man, I am going to make this one mostly red and gray. Except for the knuckles, as we call them, and the joints. Okay, so we'll leave that like that. So same with this one here. I'm probably going to leave this area gray here. We'll do this. We're going to take this part here like this. I think I might leave this line gray. Bring that back. I am going to leave that gray. Okay, so before we do anything else, let me fill that in. They save quickly. Okay, don't forget to save, guys. Always save. Oops. Okay. Fill that in. Okay. Now, let's go ahead. While we're here, I'm going to go ahead and fill this in. Brown. And then up here, you can do the same thing. Brown here. And this part's going to be brown as well. Brown here. Is that it? No, we have to do the shield still. Let's do the shield. And I think that's it, guys. I think that's it for the actual stream itself. So this one here, I'm probably going to make it a little white. Let's make that white. Then this. You can totally tell I didn't use a ruler for this. Ya cheater! You cheating again? You cheater? What a cheater. There you go. And... What? You're using a computer to color? You cheater! Sorry guys, I'm having too much fun. So by the way guys, a couple things I want you to do, alright? First of all, if you've been working during the stream, like I told you to, you should have been working during the stream, please do. Right now. Go to Twitter and show me what you've been working on, okay? Go right now, because we're going to take a look at those things in a minute. Alright? Also, if you have an idea for a name of what this character should be called, let me know on Twitter as well, okay? Let me know on Twitter. Tag me, @BoxOfficeArtist. Tag me, my friends, tag me. Very important. I'm actually going to make this part of the shield a little bit darker, and the reason is because... Let me just go down here like this first. The reason is because I want to make sure I could select this easily from the arm here. Okay, and the poll for what the name will be, we'll actually do that a little bit later in the day, okay? So I just want the suggestions right now. And in fact, I might give a chance to the people watching the video to help name the character. Okay, so this is the base. Okay, there you go. So this is the base. This is the base of the Captain America, Thor, Iron Man fusion. Okay, so I'm gonna get to the coloring of this. Okay, a little bit later on. So I actually won't do that now. All right. So around 7:30, we're going to end shortly, all right? But one thing I did want to do before we leave is, let's turn this up here. I want you guys to tweet me right now. We're going to take a quick look at Twitter going around right now. Oh, okay, and I got a lot of notifications, so good thing you guys are sharing it right now. Let's see here. A few things that people are working on right now. So taking a quick look here. Oh, some cool stuff. All right. Let me just making sure that everything is PC. All right. When I say it's just PC. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's take a quick look at some of this stuff. Okay, and we're going to sign off here shortly, and I do want to thank you guys for joining in on the stream today. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Some really, really nice stuff here. Let's see if I can tear this off. I think this... Hold on, let me grab my mouse. Let me grab the mouse here. Okay, so take a few minutes on this, and then I got to actually finish coloring this, guys, and you'll see that later today. Okay, so here we go. Here's my Twitter. And look at some of this stuff here. Look at this. So Jenna's been working on this, and how crazy is that? Great job. Look at that. So it's all the Batman villains. Oh, no, not just all villains. All villains. Look at that. We got the Doc Ock here, and Venom here, Bane, Galactus here, Doctor Doom, Magneto, Darkseid, Harley Quinn there, Thanos, of course, Joker in the middle. There you go. Look at that. That looks amazing. Yeah, keep going, Jenna. That's fantastic. Great work. Great work. All right. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We're working on some Spider-Verse piece. Irish and Sketch, he's working on Spider-Verse piece. So got a whole bunch of Spider-Man here. That's really cool. Here, got the Spider-Gwen here and Spider-Man Noir. Coming along, looking really, really cool. Very nice. Oh, look, Ray commented in here. Yow, James. Watching you live, and I did terrible. oh no, that was for my. I thought Ray did that. No, that was my friend, which I'll show you in a second. My friend who did the 10 styles of me. That's cool. Look at this, Steven. What did you draw, Steven? Let's see this. Oh yes, very, very cool. Very, very. Weren't you working on this yesterday, or is this from yesterday? Is that one from yesterday? Oh no, that was yeah, that was today. I think you were working on this yesterday, right? This was really, really cool. Awesome, great progress for sure. Nice. Ah, yes! Look at this. So some of you guys won't know what this is. Some of you guys won't know what this is. This is an old TV show. It was called Dinosaurs. And this was back in I think in the 90s. One of the darkest endings to a show ever. Ever. The darkest ending to a show ever was Dinosaurs. If you look it up on YouTube, it's pretty scary, the ending. And it's a comedy show. It's comedy. But if you watch the ending, it's like, oh, wow. That one really dark, really fast. The way the series ended. But yeah, that's really, really cool. That's very cool. Great throwback. Okay, here's Soy Boy. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Looking at Spider-Man there. That's very, very cool. Look at that. That's very nice. Look at this. Really, really nice. Great style. Cool. Very good. Very good. That's Soy Boy. All right. Okay, Jababi. My buddy Jababi here. And thank you again, Jababi, for moderating today. Speedscape as well. But Bobby's was here since the start for sure, and some really, really cool stuff. And this is great. Look at this. So this is Deku versus Bakugo. You gotta forgive me. I'm not an anime guy. My kids, every time I try to do anime stuff, my kids look at me funny, right? So looking very, very cool, Jababi. Very, very cool. Great stuff. Okay, right now, Razorblade 007. Right now he's chill. Relax. Very, very cool. Look at Arya here. Look at this. Arya, look at that. That's great. Great work. Great Stan Lee tribute there. Very, very cool. Right? He did this on April 3rd. Okay, so this is a while ago he did this one. He or she? Arya. I have a friend. Is Arya a boy's name or girl's name? I do have a student who's named Arya. So she was a girl. So there you go. Very, very cool. Aha! And so, Ben, I believe I saw this before. Did I see this before? But I believe you were. Wasn't this a mix between me, Jazza, and Tomislav Arts, right? Tomislav. I saw this earlier. That's very, very cool. That's very, very cool. I've seen that before. Right on. Cool. And this one was not from this stream, but this is my buddy Craig Shepard. Amazing artist. Amazing artist. There you go. That's from Craig Shepard. Did a good job on that. He was drawing Spawn. Craig's a really, really great artist. So, good stuff, Craig. And probably watch this a little bit later on. Oh, a few more popped in. So let's take a quick look at these. We got Andrew. Did this. Looking really, really cool. It's called Battinson. Nice Battinson there. Very, very cool. Great work. Okay, and then we got a Goku here from Leandrox. Very, very cool. Great work. Okay, and what's called here, the Arkham Spider did this. The Square Enix costume. Yes, from the Avengers video game. Right? Very, very cool. Oh, Matrix here by Yash. Drew Neo. Very, very nice. Love it. That looks great. There you go. And one more here. Ooh, that's the heart of a tree. There you go. It says Kaminato draws. Great, fantastic work. That's great. A lot of detail going on in here. I like the style you have here going on in the branches. Very, very cool. Let's see if anyone else has any more. I'll just give you guys a second to get by, but that's pretty much the stream for today, guys. The stream for today is thank you for joining me. We're gone for about 3.5 hours right now, so I'm actually going to. The stream probably won't stay up for a while. Might be some things I might want to edit out of the stream. But you know, that's nothing bad in the stream. A lot of fun hanging out with you guys for sure. So you guys were the first to see this. So the video for this should be out later today. I'm going to go ahead and finish coloring this, edit the video, and we should be good. Okay. So please do tweet me the names that you had. Some of you guys have fantastic names. So please do tweet me the names that you had. Don't worry, if you don't get them to me, don't worry. I'm actually going to open this up to everybody. All right? So everyone tweet me some names. In fact, why don't you save them, guys? Why don't you save them in that video, actually put down the name of this character. And then I'm going to pick the best 3 I like the best, and I'm going to, or maybe I'll pick 5 of them. I'll put them up on a poll, and we'll vote on which name we like the best. Okay? I do have an Instagram as well. But I'm just doing Twitter just because it's the easiest access as of now. Okay? But anyway, thank you guys for joining in the stream. Before I go, one thing I want to do here, and I'll do it once I get my mouse over properly. Just want to enlarge myself just a little bit so you can see my face. Wherever you are in the world, please do stay safe, take care of yourselves, and let's make the best of the situation. If you're home alone, you know, take the chance, get some drawing done. Don't watch the news too much. You know, the news, we do need to, keep up with what's going on. But sometimes if you just watch the news every day, you're just going to get depressed. So let's just, let's go ahead and, stay safe. Keep yourselves busy, draw, watch movies, catch up on things that you need to catch up on, and do our best, and hopefully all of this will be behind us soon. Before we go, maybe just one more from here. Artistic Universe did a fantastic job here, doing a full MCU piece, looking really, really cool. Great stuff, my friend, great stuff. But yeah, so please do take care of yourselves. Thank you for joining on the stream. Thank you for subscribing. Please do share all my videos. By the way, maybe you guys could do me one more favor while we're here. One more favor, please, guys. Go check out one of my videos. Just go ahead and go, after this, go do me a huge favor. Go watch one of my videos right now, and that would mean a lot to me. Maybe you missed a few of my videos. Go check out one you haven't seen before. Oh, and hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new here. One more thing. This coming Friday, again, I said at the beginning of the screen, this coming Friday, it is my 7th year anniversary of the first video I uploaded to YouTube. All right? So on that day, because it's 7 years, I am going to do a 700-minute, okay, not 700 hour, 700-minute live stream. Okay, so that roughly around 12 hours. 11 and a half hours, something like that. But we're going to do a 700-minute live stream, and I am going to, in honor of my first video was drawing Iron Man 3. Okay, and I did a lot of Iron Man armor. On that day, I'm going to try to draw as many comic book armors as possible. Huge shout out to my buddy Mark Michael, who researched all these Iron Man armors for me. I'm going to draw them live on Friday. So clear out your Friday. Maybe you could join me and start at 3 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. Something like that, and we're going to have a lot of fun together and do some work with me. Again, virtual studio, guys. Do the work with me. At the end of the stream, we'll head over to either Twitch or to what's called Discord, and we'll take a look at the work that you guys have been doing. All right? So thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best. Please do stay safe. Take care of yourselves and your families wherever you're at. High five to you. Big high five to you. My name is James. I am the box office artist. I'm here to say keep drawing. I'll see you all next time. Take care, everyone. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. I'm ending the stream now. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Oh, big ups to Jim Bobby. Go subscribe to him. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.